Welcome, brothers, to another show. Hope all is well on this beautiful Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday Rundown Show, a weekly recap of what's going on in Colombia and other countries as well, like the Dominican Republic and Brazil. I'm going to get the flowing once I let a few more people run into the room. We got 7 in the room. When you do me a favor, hit that like button when you come on. Shay Star says, what up? What up, Shay Star? What's happening with you? What's going on with you on this beautiful Sunday? Guys, if you haven't already rejoined the Blackmentravels 2.0 Facebook group, do me a favor and rejoin the group. We're at about, I think, 1,200 members right now. The group was disabled at 8,000 for violating community standards, even though the post was not violating community standards. The post was actually about stocks, about brothers investing in stocks. So it's a small chance that the group will be back up. But until then, join the Blackmentravels 2.0 backup group. We got Decatur in the building. Says, what's good, bro? We got Dre Milan. What's going on? He said, can you drop the link? The link is in the description to the Facebook group, if that's what you're asking for. Bass Danger. A lot of good stuff going on in the Facebook group. A lot of brothers are still traveling the world, giving you great game and great information on how to move overseas. So if you're interested in learning about, a lot of information, much needed information, like travel updates, PCR test requirements, stuff like that, make sure you join the private Facebook group, Blackmentravels 2.0. What's going on? What's going on, Randall? What's going on, brother? We in here. We piling on in the room. That's what's up. We piling on in the room, man. Hope all you fellas are doing well. I think we got a fight tonight, man. We got Floyd Mayweather and I guess Logan Paul, I believe the guy's name is. That's going to be very interesting. I think Floyd is going to beat up on the guy, but we will see. Kirby Films, what's going on, brother? What's happening with you? Hey, brother, send me an email at blackmentravels@gmail when you get a chance. If you are doing films and stuff like that, because I think I've seen you on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, man. So, brother, do me a favor and send me an email at blackmentravels@gmail. Now, real quick, I'm just going to give you guys a little quick recap. I know some of you brothers already know this, but June 8th, Colombia is officially back open, wide open, no curfews, no PCR tests required. We went out last night, and the park was off the chain. The city was live. It was vibrant. Everybody was happy to be out and about. So if you come in Medellin, man, if you book your trip, I think June 8th is Tuesday. So anything after Tuesday, Cartagena, Medellin. I wouldn't suggest going to Cali just yet. But other than that, Cartagena, Medellin is going to be wide open, man. That's a big, big deal. Okay, guys? Because when the Colombia is open, it's one of the best cities to party in the world, hands down, probably besides Rio. Okay, guys? So June 8th, no PCR tests, no immigration checks required, man. No curfews, no toque de queda. Colombia will be wide open. Like I said, last night, we still had the midnight curfew, but the city was alive, man. They were playing music to probably about 4 in the morning because my building is kind of like smack dab in the middle of Poblado. So I was hearing the rumblings of fiestas all night long. Everybody's happy that the country is back open. Now, I think the COVID cases, as far as that, have been tailoring down from what I've been reading on the news here in Colombia. But I still would be careful, still, wear your mask, wash your hands a lot, because there's still some cases popping up here and there. But for right now, Medellin is wide open. And give a shout out to my business partner, Rob, man. Rob, owner of Vibes Rooftop Bar and Lounge and Parquilleres, also owner of Rob's VIP. We had a grand opening, a private event yesterday. Rob's VIP. Some of the group members came by. They was on the list, and we had a real good time, man. My brother really did it up in his VIP spot in Parquilleres, man. So I want to give a special shout out to my brother. Now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring on my brother Dale on. We got a lot of news coming out of the Dominican Republic. I heard some rumblings about Envy being shut down yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my brother in the room on the stream for a minute. What's going on, my brother? Hey, you bugging out a little bit, brother. You bugging out a little bit. Yo, Dale, you bugging out, brother.
Yeah.
You got that Dominican thing going on, man.
What's up?
Hey, Dale, you might have to go off camera, bro. You might have to turn your camera off, man, because you bugging out pretty bad.
Let me go off the joint. Let's take the cam off. Okay.
That's a little bit better.
The audio smoother. Okay.
Yeah, the audio's good, bro.
Anybody want to see my ugly ass face anyway?
There you go, bro. How's everything with you, brother?
Man, everything wonderful, man. The sun's out, buns out, baby.
So you down there in the Sioux right now, right?
Yes, sir. Sioux Woo. Yeah.
All right, that's what's up, man. So, man, what's going on with the Sioux? I've been hearing about curfews, about prohibition. They shutting down bars and clubs. What is going on in the Sioux right now, brother?
Oh man, it's crazy right now, man. And yeah, most of that stuff coming out of the hearing is true. You know, they're shutting things down. You know, the liquor right now, you can't buy liquor after 3 o'clock. Whether it be a bottle or a bar.
3 p.m.
3 p.m., bro. You cannot buy liquor after 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you know, it's very confusing because the at first it came out that it was just like the major areas, you know, some of the major areas, and even the homie Flip, you know, talked about it, but it seems like they took that and said, well, let's extend it to some other parts. Now, what they did though, those areas like Santo Domingo, they have a straight up curfew of like 5 p.m. and like 3 p.m. on the weekend, straight curfew. Now they didn't have we don't have a curfew in Puerto Plata, Sosua, but the liquor stops. So you can be out till 9, be out on the weekend, out to 10 on a weekday, but the liquor still stops at 3. And you know, while it's frustrating, I do want guys to understand the space that it's coming from. You know, me personally, when anything occurs, instead of getting mad, I sit back and I put myself in the position of the individual who had to make that decision. And you know, when I think like the president, the GDP, the greatest GDP in this country is tourism. And the COVID cases, Dominicans like to party, man. It's in their nature, bro. You see them, when you see them videos of 300 people in the street on a block partying, that's real, bro. They just party. Now, the COVID cases got out of hand, spiked up crazy in Santo Domingo. And I think the leadership is saying, hey, we got to stop this. We got to curb this. Because if the U.S. puts some legislation in place to say, hey, the cases are out of control in the Dominican Republic, U.S. citizens cannot go over there. Think about how greatly the income is going to decrease. You know, that's their major GDP in this country. So I think the president had to make a tough decision and say, hey, let's put some legislation in place to stop this, because we can't get hit with the axe from the U.S. Canada's already hit them with the axe. It's a ton of Canadians in the Dominican Republic. They cannot come here. So I think he's getting ahead of, you know, something like that happening, and, you know, tourism coming to a halt, and the country suffering drastically.
Okay, and what's the curfew right now?
So right now you got 10 p.m. on the weekdays, 9 p.m. on the weekends.
Okay. And do you think at all, man, because I had a couple of bottles of liquor that froze up on me, do you think it has anything to do with the tainted liquor over there? As far as them not being able to sell alcohol after 3 p.m.?
Nah, you know, I haven't heard. Yeah, no, I haven't heard much more about that. You know, I think they've really kind of cleared that up. I haven't heard much more about any deaths or anything like that with tainted liquor. Yeah. And
what happened with Envy, man? I know you was invited. You was going to be a BMT meetup event at Envy, but then you came on. You came on like what? About an hour later, you was just like, no BMT meetup tonight, brothers.
It was crazy. So I was sitting in Roomba last night, chilling, niggas getting wasted, water wasted because you couldn't buy no drinks.
Mm. Mm.
I'm hydrated in a mug. I had about 4 bottles of water last night at Roomba. And yeah, man. So I wasn't paying attention to the time, bro. When I tell you 9 o'clock hit the nose, boom, they slid open all the doors and 30 cops just came in that joint, like, beat it. It was crazy.
And they sent everybody home.
Everybody just hauled ass, man. Almost, I feel bad for the homie Ray. He the owner there, because I'm sure dudes just walked out on their bill, but it was really out of fear, because I've never seen their cops kind of be aggressive in that manner. They was ready. 9 o'clock on the dot. You talking about
that at Roomba, right?
This was that Roomba at 9 o'clock. That's when I realized that, hey man, they're not playing around out here, bro. So I got on there and said, hey, ain't no need for homies to mess around, because Envy was closing, I think, at 10 anyway. And I've seen videos that they did the same thing at Envy. 10 o'clock on the nose, boom, come through, clean that joker out. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. You know what's funny to me? It's like, does COVID have a curfew or something? Like, does it just stop working at night or something? Like, or start working more at night? I don't understand why. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I guess they're trying to say, hey, you businesses can make a little money, but to help stop the spread, we're gonna close it at a certain time. But if everybody's already there, if people are already gathering,
you know what I mean? Like right now, it's
they gather during the day too, though.
But like here, in a big day, day party, like, scenario, and like I say, they party. Dominicans party, bro. Like, if you go in these barrios at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, it might be 100 people in the street. So that's their way to try to mitigate it, instead of saying, completely shutting it down, but, let's reduce the hanging out and stuff and the spread. The same thing with the U.S. Like, they opened up in D.C. It's been pretty chill for a while. I guarantee you in 2 months, the case is going to go through the roof. Niggas partying like a motherfucking D.C. Yeah.
Man, that is crazy, man. That is crazy. So other than that, the suit's still the same? Like, what's going on with the chicas out there? Everything still good? Or
everything's still good, man. I always tell people, man, no matter what go on right now, right? DC's open, fully open, clubs, all that. You go have a good time. I don't care. But without serving liquor here to 3 o'clock, still 10 times better than DC. That's just what it is, man. So it just got to move different. Get out there early, buy your liquor, make sure you got something at the crib, your beers, whatever you need. And it's still a great time, man. After this live, I'll go down to the beach, hang out, go to Bar 39, man. Shout out Milton. Have some
Shout out to Milton.
Enjoy the scenery, man. Go put your feet in the water. It's still just a relaxed environment, man. It's, even though right now the police are making sure they're enforcing the rules, they're still non-threatening throughout the day, right? I still don't get that feeling that I get in the U.S. when I'm driving and I look in my rearview mirror and see a goddamn Impala or Explorer, Crown Vic or something, and my heart starts beating. You know what I mean? You can get that shit here, man. That's that fight or flight stress that we deal with on a daily basis in the States. So, I still encourage brothers, man, come on down. And this right here, whenever they go heavy like this, it's a temporary thing. So I'd imagine that, I don't know the exact days, but I'd imagine in a week or two, you know what I mean, this will be behind us.
Yeah, man. So what's the vibe out on the beach? Is that alcohol logo for the beach too? The cops on the beach, like no liquor after 3 p.m.?
I'm pretty sure I'll probably be out there today around that time, and I'll see if they come. But they serious about enforcing the rules. It seemed like probably came down from the government. There's like, listen, y'all, you gotta get your guys out there and get serious about this. I think they started putting some heavy fines on some places. Because to be honest, when they first hit it, the first couple of days, a lot of places wasn't adhering to it. And then Friday, I seen them get serious. That's why I was like, all right, they came out with this rule. Places like, yeah, whatever. And they still was serving. And then they probably got hit with some fines. And they're like, okay, they're not playing.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy, bro. It's funny because when I was out there a few weeks ago, everything was pretty much wide open. and Colombia was pretty much shut down. So it's like you got to go back and forth if you want to get your, have your fun
flip flop.
Man.
Yeah,
you got to flip flop because Colombia, man. Last night, Medellin was off the chain, bro. I mean, I have not seen the streets that packed, and this is just the beginning. It wasn't no soccer game going on or anything like that. It was the streets. I mean, Parque Yaris was packed, and I feel kind of bad for some of the guys that came down here when things were shut down. They had to just sit in their rooms because Medellin is one of the cities that really, really turns up. They really like to party. Very good vibes, man. But you got to be safe because the robberies have spruced up a little bit, unfortunately. And I tell brothers, it was another robbery. I think Friday night in the park. It was a big fight, big robbery, going on, man. One of the dudes from the group witnessed everything. He was telling me about it. So guys, you just gotta be careful how you move, man. If you do wear jewelry, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna keep drilling it in you guys' heads because some of you brothers just love to wear jewelry so much. You are in South America. South America is South America. It's a big drop in class here. It's a middle class. It's starting to have a middle class now, but for the most part, it's rich and poor out here. And when you're wearing a chain that can pay somebody's rent for the next 4 or 5 months, or possibly if it's real chain, you can buy an apartment with, then you're going to be targeted. And you're going to be targeted by the taxi drivers, the policia, the females. They don't care where you at. They'll go in the club and rob you. Yeah. I showed a video a couple of days ago. They will literally go in the club and rob you.
I saw that.
And everybody see you. So these little Colombian cats, the funny part is, Dale, when I first moved out here, right? And I remember, I think it was in Blow, the little section where it was like Colombia has some of the most beautiful women, but some of the most ruthless men in the world, right? Mm-hmm. And at first I was like, nah, that ain't true. That's just the media. But now that I've been out here for a while, I was like, yo, these Colombians get it in. They get it in.
Yeah, man.
They get it in out here, bro. Hey, they will pull up on that little motorbike. And they're gonna be like 5'5", 5'6". They're gonna run down on you with that little rusty revolver, start speaking hella Spanish. One guy got robbed in English. He was like, "Yo, I just got robbed in English." Like, what the? I'm just like, yeah, bro. They literally learned English to rob you. They probably did. They probably on Google Translate.
They don't want you being confused. They want to.
They don't want you being confused.
Give me your wallet.
Hey, yo,
we need you to understand.
Exactly. Like before they did the robbery, there was a Google Translate. Like. Give it up now. Give it all your money. They roll up on you. Hold on. Give me all your money. Damn, man. And the setup is real out here. Now, keep in mind, it's a lot of brothers that come out here and don't have any issues, any problems at all. I was a little frustrated yesterday. I called one of my OGs up. I'm like, bro, these brothers keep wearing jewelry out here, and they're not listening. But he's like, hey, man, you just got to drill it in their head. You just got to mention it. So some brothers going to get it. Some brothers going to have to recognize it or see it for themselves. And we like, yo, you don't have to have jewelry out here, bro. You don't need it. They're already impressed by you being from somewhere else. Mm-hmm. You are from the top capitalistic country in the world. Okay? Yeah. They are more impressed by you being in shape, dressing nice, and knowing Spanish, hands down, than any jewelry you wear. Because believe it or not, they don't even know. Because now you got a lot of real jewelry here. Don't get me wrong, but even the cats that wear a nice watch or something, they know where to wear it. And some of them guys are connected with government, cartel, police. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you're not connected. You feel me? You don't know nobody out here. You're just a walking target. You look like something to eat, and everybody's gonna be in on it. The girl, the taxi driver, everybody's gonna be in on it, bro.
Yeah.
So just be careful. Shout out to William Green with the $5 super chat. He says, "What's up, fellas? I appreciate that, brother."
Right there. That's my guy.
Man, I always miss the brother. Like he travels like a week after me or a week before me. I'm always missing him, man.
Yeah.
So Dale, tell us a little bit about. I've been saying you've been having boots on the ground out there in the DR. What's going on with the real estate during the pandemic? Is this a good time to purchase real estate, or is it kind of like the same?
Dude, I'm encouraging brothers to please get serious about acquiring the real estate here, because all the other nationalities they're buying up everything. The prices are getting ran up. because they understand, man. And I felt like we as a culture, we always late to the party. We're always late to the party, bro. And we got to get in on this party. I was just talking to the brother. It's twofold for us. It can be a source of revenue, but we need a place. And it's not if, it's when the ish hit the fan in the United States. You want to have somewhere to go and be like, man, I don't have to deal with this. I'm out. Between systematic racism and the divide between the have and the have-nots, it's coming, man. And I'm just encouraging brothers to, hey, develop something. We love these countries. We love how feminine the women are. We love the food. We love the cultures. Buy something there and rent it out because they're buying it. I just saw a project, bro. They called me Monday and said, we got a project, 400,000. We building 10 units. I went to look at it Saturday. My man said, I got 5 left. He sold 5 of them in a week, bro. People are not playing out here. They are buying.
Man, I need some sound effects on the show. Boom. You know, I need some sound effects on here, man. I mean, preach, brother, preach.
Yeah. So
I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how brothers don't get it. I mean, we giving them the information. We telling them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, and on top of that, the bang you get for your buck, you know. But guys are paying that for like a little small home.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah, and the price is going up, man. And you know, you want to be in that on the uptrend. You know, you don't want to have to buy at the top. And you know, the prices they're going up. The last 2 years, they've seen dramatic increase in the prices because the demand is going up. If you look at people moving from the United States, that's up. People get it. They say, you know what, this systematic system they got, what is working our life away, it's not it. And the people are over here, man. Expats are over here working online. This pandemic is going to create more online jobs. It's going to have companies saying, man, we saved a lot of money on rent in 2020. We're not going back to the office.
Exactly.
So people are moving, man. They're making moves. I'm encouraging people to start looking outside the U.S. You know, look these countries you enjoy visiting. Get yourself something, man. Get your hands on something. I'm also big on group economics, you know. And for all the fellas still interested, we moving. I'm moving my own money. I spent money for architect to develop us a concept on that large piece of land I talked about before that we can come together and acquire and build something, straight up BMT resort paradise, and everybody need to be a part of it because it's going to be major. You know, we're going to build something major and not something minor. So that's going to be huge, man. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to have those renderings and those plans back. I'm going to start talking about it, man. We're going to see who's serious. We're going to raise his capital, and we're going to develop something because the playground is one thing that other cultures, they understand the value in land, and they're trying to change Sosua. Sosua is a gorgeous beach. It's a beautiful piece of land, and what we're using it for right now, they're not very fond of. So that's why they're talking about you know redistricting and reshaping. In reality, they want to move the activity that's going on now to a different area. So BMT Paradise is right on time because that can be an area where it can be embraced. It can be a place where people can come, relax, have a good time, and enjoy entertainment.
You make a very, very good, solid point, man. Because brothers like me and yourself and other brothers as well, shout out to the Winner's Circle, we pretty much laying the groundwork for brothers to be able to invest and get on out the matrix, right?
Yeah.
And we putting up our own dough. You feel me? Like the office that, the BMT office in Medellin, I put up my own bread for that. That wasn't no super chat money or merch money. You know what I'm saying? Because that little money goes right back into the business. So we putting faith in brothers that brothers are going to show up, invest. You got to step on faith when you're talking about, going to another country, living in another country. But the power that you have with, the passport, foreign real estate, foreign bank accounts, crypto, investing with brothers. Now if something goes down, God forbid, in the States, whether it be, like you said, systematic racism, where they try to bang you up on something light and give you a draconian sentence because you're a black man, you can say, you know what, I'm out. I got a building in DR. I got an investment in Medellin. I got an apartment in Brazil, and I'm gonna let you guys know these white guys do this all the time, bro.
All day,
every day. Some of these I've met white guys in Germany. I met a real estate guy who got screwed over on a deal in Italy by the mafia out there because he wasn't Italian, and we got to understand that as well. Mm-hmm. They have their own little prejudices in white society as well. Like Italians, Jews, Germans, they got their own little beefs. If you're not Italian, you're not going to be able to make money in Italy like that. Right? You feel me? That's what he was telling me. But even though he got screwed over there, they took all his money. His father bought an apartment in Brazil years ago. And he was able to go to Brazil and live out his time, not his time, but live his life until he built himself back up and was able to do real estate again. Yeah. So that's the type of opportunities we're talking about here. The type of investments, not only for yourself, but for your family as well, man. It's hard raising kids in the Matrix, bro. I love to see brothers bringing their kids overseas. Yeah. I love to see that. Brothers bringing their 10, 15-year-old kids to Medellin or the DR. That's going to open up their whole mindset growing up.
Completely different, man. I got my homie packed up in February of this year and moved his whole family to Africa. He was like, I'm done with it, bro. Those kids already within a few months, their outlook on life is different. Understanding what life means, how to make money, how to move, completely different, man. It's an amazing experience to put your children in that.
Go ahead, Dad. You still there?
That's ideal, man. And I'm encouraging people to start to think like long term. Most of my life.
I think we lost Dale for a minute. Dale, try to drop off and come back in, brother. Try to drop off and come back in. I think we lost Dale. He on that Dominican Wi-Fi, so it's a little junky over there. It's in the soup. But let me go ahead and answer a few questions. I've seen a few questions in the chat I wanted to answer. My brother says, Mega Bit says, do most of the robberies happen at night or midday? Brother, the robberies happen any time of the day. Okay? Any time of the day. Broad daylight. They don't care out here. They don't care out here. We got Dale back. There you go, Dale. What up, brother?
Yeah. Somebody called me, man, and shut it down.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, I encourage people to look long term. When you buy an apartment or some condos or something in Colombia, yeah, it's cool that you can make money on the cash flow, maybe on the Airbnb. But if you really think about, my son is going to make money on the cash flow on the Airbnb. That's really how you want to look at things. Start thinking longer term. Start thinking the distance. When I look at acquiring stuff here, I don't look at just me. Yeah, I'll make money off of it, but I'm like, man, this little spot I'll get out here in Sosua, my daughter gonna be collecting rent from these jokers in 30 years. I went and looked at a spot the other day, and I'm like, yo, this dude got generational wealth. He had a banging ass apartment, and he had it's what we call mixed use. It had commercial space and apartments, and he had all these little stores for rent and the apartments. And I'm like, this joint is it's near the beach. It's around the corner from Bailey's. I'm like, his kids gonna be collecting rent from these stores. Yeah, that's how you got to think. That's why we're behind them. And so I encourage people, get on it now, man, and make it happen. Look at the long term, and start thinking about what will this be in 10 years. Just not right now. What will it be in 10 years? Right now, you might look at something and say, man, they want 200,000 for this joint. That's crazy. Will it be crazy in 15 years? Nah. Buy it now because it's gonna be $450 in 15 years.
Man, I was introduced to a brother. Shout out to my bro Pete. He was telling me about a brother out here that works out at our gym. He owns 48 Airbnbs in Colombia, bro. 48. And I believe he said he spent close to maybe around $500,000, but he's gonna double that up.
Yeah.
He's gonna double that up because tourism, what we pay on these Airbnbs to stay in Medellin, is buku bread. Yeah. So it was a great investment. It was a great investment, man. 48 Airbnbs.
He set.
He set. He said, you see what I'm saying? And this is what I be trying to tell brothers, man. You know, you might not hear about it, but brothers are owning businesses and owning land overseas. And we talking about just South America and the Caribbean, but it's a lot of entrepreneurship going on in Africa as well.
Ton. My man, he moved his whole family over there. They over there.
So that's what we're really talking about, man. You know, that American dollar and that American credit system is powerful, bro. So brothers hit me with emails all the time, like, "Hey, man, how you do this? How you do that?" I'm like, bro, I'm interviewing brothers that's going to give you the game. Shout out to ED and Cole. He gave you the game in that part 2 interview of how to get financing to start your business overseas. You know? Stuff like this can change not only your life, but your whole entire family life, man.
Yeah, indeed.
But, you know, people try to say, oh, you know, it's all you guys are all about the women. Bro, it's not like the States. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys some game right now. This is not living overseas is nothing like the States, man. Where you got to be thirsty, you know, you got to date, you got to do all this silly stuff. Nah, overseas, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Brazil, all these other countries, these women need you. So everything is in reverse. All right, everything is in reverse, bro. They're not trying to cap off you, use you for dates. You know, you don't have to focus on women overseas, basically. The women are just going to be here. They're icing on the cake, man. Yeah. Shout out to my bro, Citizen Lou. Citizen Lou, I'm going to open up in a minute if you want to come on the channel, man. Man, we are closing in on 10,000 subscribers, Dale. I think we at 9,981 right now. So we're 19 away from 10,000 to bit 10K, man.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody in the Brotherhood for supporting, subscribing to the channel, watching the content, purchasing the merch, joining the Facebook group. I really appreciate everything.
Yeah, definitely. And on the Facebook group, man, you know, we took a quick L. We're trying to fix it up, man. But if you're not following, jump on the new page, Blackmentravels 2.0. That's going to be a little landing spot so we can get our own thing going. Fellas that have made it on there, you know, tell your homeboys where we at, man. Don't try to keep it a secret, man. Tell your people where we at so we can get our team and stuff back up on there. I appreciate you people. I had a lot of people hitting me up, man. Like, hey, man, why y'all kicking me out the group?
Me too, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
me too.
Kicking nobody out, man.
We didn't kick nobody out. Yeah. And tell us exactly what was the post, bro?
It wasn't even. To me, it wasn't even rare. You know, we had a post. You know, the homie that posted a lot about good stock information and stuff. And, you know, one of his posts, the post was actually positive. You know, it was telling people that, you know, basically unite, educate each other, hold each other down, man, and be wise. And basically don't be like the N-word, right? So he wasn't calling anybody that. He wasn't calling anybody derogatory. He's saying don't be like that, you know. And that was that. And then there was another one, you know, it was a little exciting picture, but it was all covered up. She was all covered up with emojis and stuff. And that's what it was. So, you know, they own us, man. They own us. So, I say that, let's share our wisdom. Let's share our knowledge on the page until we can get our own system going. And you know, it's coming soon. We're working on something grand because y'all deserve the best. So we're working on something grand, but we may have to do something in the interim while we build, you know, what y'all truly deserve as a community.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. It's funny because we was always getting reported. You know, they was always making little notes, but to the dominant society, 8,000 brothers talking about business, masculine brothers, that's a threat.
Yeah, indeed.
That's a threat, man.
Yeah.
And it's a possibility we might get the group back. One of my guys has a friend that works for Facebook, and he was telling me that, somebody did report the group. He couldn't really give me the full details of what happened, but he was telling me, and I can say this on YouTube since we're not on the it's not streaming to the Facebook group. He was like, Facebook don't really like when people are posting about stocks and investments and stuff because they want the ad money for that, basically.
Okay.
You know, so it's why we gotta just have our own platform, man. Brothers need to be able to have dialogue. You know, they don't want to see 10,000 brothers talking about stocks, crypto, and having passports, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know that right now.
That's real talk. That's real talk, man.
Yeah, man. I got another super chat here. Let me highlight this brother for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. He says, Mr. GG, zero money down, real estate structure. It's a long name, brother, but appreciate the $10 super chat. He says, thank you for pressing the issue on safety and do's and don'ts prior to traveling globally. As an investor, I say real estate investing will always be in a higher demand in crypto, Bitcoin, and stock. Appreciate that super chat, brother. That's a very good point.
Oh, man,
I'm a crypto guy, but I know Dale's is with the real estate.
Yeah.
So
here's what I say. Here's my take on that. Appreciate the chat, homie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm both, right? I think real estate is the true wealth builder. Like I say, your kids are gonna eat off of it. It's a slower roll though, So make the money in the crypto, make the money in the stocks, then put it into real estate, and that's gonna give you that generational wealth. So that's kind of how I look at it. I missed the AMC play. When I looked at the options call, I could have put a G in there. It went up. I could have made 10 grand off of it. You can't do that in real estate. You're not going to 10x your money in a day in real estate. It just don't happen. But take the money from that. Real estate is the real game. It's the real long game. I don't care what happens in this world. People are going to have a roof on their head. If people can't afford shoes, they're going to have to afford a roof. And that ain't going nowhere. The old saying is buy land they aren't making anymore.
No, that's real. That's real, man.
Yeah.
And it's really whatever you're comfortable with. If you are such an expert in crypto or in real estate, do what you're comfortable with. Both of them could be possibly great long-term assets. But do what you're most comfortable with, man. I know some guys go against crypto, some guys go against stocks, some guys say real estate is a scam. But whatever you have the most connections in and the most information to pull out of,
make that move.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, bro.
Yeah, and business, fellas, I'm encouraging guys to get involved in business, especially overseas. I've been an entrepreneur all my life, and you had to understand this country was built on our backs and cheap labor. That's how people became wealthy off of cheap labor and us. And not to say to exploit these countries, but in the U.S., your highest bill as an entrepreneur is your labor cost, and that's what makes most businesses struggle and not stay in business long enough to be successful. When you go to these countries, while it's an inexpensive labor to us, they're happy to have a job because now they can feed their families. So that's the way I look at it. But you got to understand, man, when you're talking about I can have an employee run a business for me for $10 or $12 or $13 a day. $13 a day here is generous. You have a fighting chance for your business to be successful. So I encourage brothers to look into business endeavors together. Do it in unity. Okay, you got a business, you don't live there, it's hard to run it. Make connections with people that you trust in that country, or invest with another brother and hey, we're gonna start this business. You got brothers like Milton, brothers like Greg over at Flip Flop and stuff. They're doing well, they're being successful. So Flip Flop may not have been as successful in New York if he had to pay $8,000 a month for rent. That's just the facts, bro. We got to sell a lot of chicken wings to pay 8 bands, Greg.
That's very true, man. That is very true, bro. Very solid points. And these governments will welcome you in if you open up a business and hiring people, man. They will welcome you in. So don't have if you get a lawyer, the visa won't be an issue. You can get an investment visa out here. You can get a rentista visa. You can get a student visa to last you for maybe a year or two to see if you want to live here or open up a business here. But the government appreciates entrepreneurship out here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. As I'm doing business out here, getting the office, getting my apartment, stuff like that. The locals, they love to do business with Americans, man, because Americans have a prestige. It's almost just like if you was in the States and you was doing business with a guy from Britain or something. You know what I'm saying? Americans have that prestige of being good business people, having money, and paying their bills on time. Right. So everybody's like, oh, he's American? Oh, yeah.
He's good. Yeah,
they will pick you. They will pick the American over anybody else to do business with. I'm letting you guys know that right now, 9 times out of 10. Unless it's like some, real tribal culture stuff. But as far as business goes, they want to do business with Americans, bro. Right. We are the top dog in the capitalistic system. We the top dogs. They like to say, "Hey, man, I got an American business partner. Hey, I work for an American." That's like bragging points for them. That's why I try to tell brothers, man, you don't have to come out here with all the jewelry and all the flash, man. Be low key, help the people, donate. I know you do the food drives out there as well in DR. Just be a man to people, man. The people will love you out here, bro. Overseas.
That's major. That's major, fellas. Like I say, and I'm out here all the time, man, doing a lot of charity work. So if you in town and I'm in town and you want to get involved, let's get involved, bro. It don't take much. If you ain't been having a chance to get out here, you can always hit me, man. Hit me on the WhatsApp or hit me on Cash App. Like, yo, man, here's $30, man. Do something for somebody, man. And I go take care of it for you. I'll document it. I'll show you because, $30-$40 don't mean nothing to us. But, man, I can go get a bunch of rice, beans, oil, spaghetti, and stuff like that. I can lace somebody for $30, man, that really need it. And they happy as heck, man. They happy as heck. So that, doing that type of stuff, it really helps the image. Like I say, the government, everybody that starts to get around, man. These brothers come to town and they take care of people. Yeah.
Very much
so
man.
Tell us, man, you ain't got hit with no Molotov cocktail or nothing. What's going on over there in Colombia?
You know what, though? I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, this is my opinion, because I've talked to a couple people out here, some friends from Cali, Colombia, and they were saying that, hey, the government, they're not going to do the tax hike. They're going to try to make a different arrangement, do something else. So the protest is really about more so inequality right now. And, they want more opportunities. But they're protesting in like specific areas like where ports at and stuff like that. And it's like an organization. So for the most part, if you come into Cartagena or Medellin, you'll be just fine. Okay. There's the protest here. If they are protests, it's more of a peaceful protest. And you got to keep in mind, in the Poblado area, people have money. So you're going to be okay, especially if you party in the Poblado area. So everything is turned out. Now that they open up the country back up, I believe that things are going to really quiet back down. I think that was a specific reason for why they opened it back up. Because I'm going to tell you, man, the currency rate was very favorable for us Americans, right? Like with the protests and the the pandemic, the money was just Colombian peso was going down and down, right? And America was starting to open back up. So 50 pesos is like $24 right now, something like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, $24. So that's good for us. So they want to open back up the tourism and build their dollar back up, basically. That's my opinion. But you'll be just fine if you come on out here right now, especially if you come out here with no PCR test required, no immigration test required. They're welcoming tourists back into the country, man.
Perfect. Now tell us, brothers been saying they've been getting the popos, man, tapping their pockets, man. How can we get around that?
You know what, man? I've been hearing that lately. I haven't heard it in a while. I know some guys got shit down at the airport. Until we form a legitimate organization here, because some guys out here are good. I do a lot of work with certain individuals that own clubs and bars, so we kind of have a known name, even with BMT. Shout out to my guy that owns Gusto's, and the guy that owns La Isla. So if you wear the BMT shirt, they know you associated. They probably gonna be like, okay, we kind of know of them guys to leave them alone. Unfortunately, man, I have never been shook down. But if they find anything on you, any contraband on you, they will shake you down. So it's really no way to combat that, man. Until we form a legitimate organization. I mean, we're an organization now, but until we talk to the police chief, put them on the payroll, it's going to be like that, unfortunately, man.
Right. Okay.
And the funny thing was, I got shit down in the DR too, though. From Santiago to Sosua, and all these shakedowns, fellas. It's not like what you would think it would be in the States or anything like that. It's aggressive. It's more like they just sitting there like, "Hey, man, where you from, man? Oh, cool, man." Trying to hold you up, basically.
Yeah.
You just be like, "Here, man, here go 20 pesos, man. Get out my face." You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, we're gonna do this right now. I got some place to go. I got some. Yeah. It's not like in the States where these cops, how our cops are.
Oh,
Here it's more or less, hey, Poppy, can you buy me a lunch or something, or water or something? Right. So, it's cool, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've been a little bit heavy. We've been a little heavy on it right now. Let's lighten it up, bro. I need to know, bro.
There you go. What's up, brother?
Tell me about the 17th and it's going down. Hold on. Before we go there, let's go to your man GG.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to. Miss GG Zero Money Down Real Estate Structures. Thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. He says he's right. People will always need a place to live or a place to do business. Real estate is a patience game and always survives a bad economy. That's a good point, brother. Very good
All
point.
day.
Appreciate the
Yeah,
super
yeah.
chat.
Man, I'm with you, GG, man. That real estate, it's it, bro. It's it, and the longer you wait, the further you're putting off building your wealth, bro. I mean, I've met people that was got in 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Shoot, man. Their kids
Mhm.
are never want for nothing, man. Their family never want for anything. And, I'll tell a quick story about what really made me say I got to get serious about this. I used to work in the banking at Wells Fargo, and it was this dude that came in. He came in once a month around the 7th or 8th every month, and he only came in old cat to go and make sure all the deposits were in. He would sit there at my desk and go through all the deposits and bring all the checks in from the West name. He had 90 units, bro. He had 90 units. You would check 90 checks every month, bro. It used to blow my mind, man. The average check was 1,000 to 1,500. My man was making almost $100,000 a month, and I was like, yo. So you do nothing all month and just come in on the 8th, make sure your 100 bands is here. Oh man. And
Mhm.
that joint blew my mind. And I asked him how long it took him, and I think he said about 10 years. It took him about 10 years to amass all that. And when I think about the last 10 years, I said, well, shoot, bro, I ain't did nothing the last 10 years then. Real estate the
Mhm.
game, bro. So let's talk about. I seen something in the announcements that look real tempting, brother. It looked
Hold on.
real
Let me pull it
sexy.
up. Let me pull it up for you. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Flashback. July 17th, fellas.
yeah.
July 17th to July 19th. It's a few ways you can tackle it, brothers. They have the party in Cartagena. Now, the DJ Who Kid event is going to be in Medellin.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like $25. You can get in. We're going to party it up in Gusto's, have a great time. Then
Mm-hmm.
you fly to Cartagena the next day, and you're going to have a yacht party.
Yeah.
We're going to take a boat. Like I think my brother got like 4 boats. We're going to go to a private island,
Mm,
and we're
mm,
going to have a party out there, man. So
mm.
it's going to be major, bro. It's going to
So
be
are you
major.
gonna be you gonna hit both locations?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit both locations. Yeah, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
man. So
I'm gonna try to
shout,
make this happen. I'm gonna
yeah,
try to
man.
make
Shout
this
out to FU
happen.
Entertainment, man. We're gonna have a ball out there, brothers. We're gonna have a ball. Let me see if I can click on the give you guys a general update. So we have a few packages. We got a hotel package. We got a baller package. We got the super VIP package, man. And you guys can take your pick. General admission to the Who Kid event is only 15 USD, which is like 50,000 pesos or something like that. Then we
Who
got
kid
the
only want
500 event.
15, bro? You talking
Yeah,
about the
man.
infamous GG unit DJ? It's only
DJ Who Kid, man.
$15.
And Who Kid goes in.
Y'all
He goes
bugging.
in, bro. He
Y'all
goes
bugging.
in, bro.
$15? Y'all bugging, bro.
And Who Kid,
Y'all better pick them tickets up quick.
and the good thing about it, bro, the good thing about it is the fact that Who Kid is familiar with, because he did a lot of traveling with G Unit back in the day. So
Yeah.
they did a lot of groundwork out here in South America and Colombia too. So when you will
Mm,
hear 50 Cent all day out here.
mm.
But he's familiar with the reggaeton artists out here as well. So he
Right.
plays hits for the Colombians, for the Americans. I mean,
Mm.
it'd be lit in there, bro. It'd be lit in there, man. We be having a good ass time. And then he funny, man. Who Kid is a damn comedian.
Yeah.
He calls it grandpa unit now because everybody so
Yeah.
Who Kid is a comedian, man. He be roasting people on the mic and everything. It's hilarious, bro. All my brothers that went down there, what was that? Damn, a few months ago, March, I believe.
Yeah.
They had a ball, man. We had a great ass time in it. It was like a night to remember, bro. It was a night to remember.
Mm. Mm.
And
That's
it's
what's
gonna be
up.
some of the most beautiful women around too. You know about Cartagena, so you already know how it's gonna go down, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to make it happen, man. I want to come out there and see some of the brothers. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm coming down, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You've been saying that for a minute, there. You've been stuck in the DR for a while, brother.
Hey, I've been running, man. Like I said, I'm building my real estate business. A lot of people are reaching out to me because, like I said before, the becoming a real estate agent in the DR, it's nothing. So there's a bunch of shady individuals. So a lot of people trust me because what you have to go through. I'm licensed and bonded in the U.S. in the DMV area, D.C., Virginia, and Maryland. We go through a lot more. We hold to a different set of ethics and standards. So a lot of people are reaching out to me because they want to do business, they want to acquire stuff here, and they can trust me because I'm held to a different set of standards.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Yeah.
Most definitely. It's I know how the Dominican Republic get down. Every time I walk by, what is it, near Club Miami, in the Malecon, and I see that I think me and my boy Ja, matter of fact, me and my boy Ja walk right past it. And you see all this beautiful real estate that's been shut down for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Taylor May was saying that the guy got screwed over because he didn't have his paperwork right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, that's they would rather screw somebody over and keep it closed down than make millions of dollars from a good deal they could make. I mean, it's prime real estate, bro. Prime real estate. Yeah. That real estate will be worth $100 million in Miami. But they rather screw you over. They rather screw you over and make the little quick $30,000, $40,000 or something. Yeah. And run with it. So the moral of the story is, man, it's best to link up with somebody you know when you do business out there, bro.
Yeah, you got to, man. You got to have people that you can trust. That's, like I say, held to a different set of standards.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Hey, have you hollered at damn, what's my man name out there, bro? The guy who opened up that new spot near Envy, bro, with all the little VIP booths and all that out there. I
got to go over there tomorrow and rock with him named David. Because
Davis Plaza,
and that bring it up, man. BMT takeover is still going down, fellas. It's going down. Aaron promised he's gonna get me the flyers and the details, and I need that, bro. Let's go. Mm-hmm. It's going down Labor Day weekend. Let's line it up. I got fellas that's been booking villas and stuff already. Mm-hmm. It's still going down, man. BMT takeover. We're gonna tear it up. We got several months. Everything. I'm praying the whole pandemic thing.
That's what I'm praying on too, man.
Open, bro.
Hopefully this lightweight shutdown, things to be open back by then.
Well, they are pushing. I know how people feel about the vaccine and stuff, but they are pushing it here to get more people vaxxed. So if they do and it actually works, then automatically they should see a decrease in in the cases, because this is all due to COVID. It's not like they just don't want people out. It's all tied into COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. That's crazy, bro. Like I still understand why they be doing what they be doing though. Still, because I feel like if you gather during the day, it's just as bad as gathering at night.
But more people, like you say, if you walk the streets of the day, I go to Roomba right now. There's not that many people. You go to Roomba at 9 o'clock, 300 dudes in there.
Packed house.
Beer.
Yeah, man. And he did a good job with that, man, because I was totally shocked when I went to Roombas, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, when did he do all this? He got like, what, 30, 40 TVs up in there now?
Yeah. It's a true sports. Like, the games they're on right now, people watching the basketball right now, people in there loaded, man. He got teams. He got little VIP sections. He doing it. What he's really doing is making sure he maximizes the dollar, because that redistricting thing, that space is kind of weird. They're like getting rid of the bars. So rumors might not be there once the government finally says, all right, there's too much going on here, and you got to shut it down. So you talking about
the rezoning that they talking about doing out there?
Yeah, it's weird. They only want like restaurants, and even though he serves good food and it's technically a restaurant, they know what's going on there. They're like, nah, this is one of the hot spots. So he may have to reinvent what's going on there. So I think right now he's saying, let me maximize it. Let me get all the money I can, because when this thing rolls downhill, all these places, all these bars and stuff that are right there, they may not be anymore.
It's weird, man, because how long have they been talking about this, though?
And that's the thing, too. I'm like, how far are they going to keep this joint down the road? But the way I handle business is I follow the money. And when I start to see more money coming in, the corporate money, that's when I'm like, it may be about here now. Because, you got Marriott, you got the rich. They're all taking a good look at the North Coast, And like I said, when you got Cabarete beaches, it's expensive and stuff down there. And you got Sosua Beach. It's a gorgeous beach, but we got little shacks for businesses down there and all that. That stuff right there. The big money say, it's a lot of opportunity here. We can come clean this beach up and make it fancy and put some oceanfront condos on this joint for $800,000.
Yeah, man. Sosua Beach, because of that reef, That coral reef, man, it's like one of the most beautiful beaches in the world.
Yeah. That's one thing I know about real estate, man. Oceanfront real estate is premium. It's prime, bro.
And you know what? The funny thing about it is they got all those abandoned buildings there.
Yeah.
So
look at that joint. That little street that flip-flop on, going down to the beach, all that beat up stuff there. Please. The Marriott can tear that joint down.
Now you know you're gonna get a call from Flip Flop now.
The street need him. Flip Flop spot is good, but that street walking down to the beach, that stuff that's on the right hand of the street, and it's rough. You know what I mean? All that stuff need to be tore down. Marriott, any of these big corporate brands can be like, please, this joint is on a gorgeous beach. Tear this down, put $100 million. Marriott, they got their hotel that they're building. They got $350 million they're putting into that. Ritz Carlton's building something. They're like, these guys not playing around. Yeah,
that's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
Shout out to Flip. Flip got a nice spot though. But that's
yeah.
That joint across the street. Now them joints is run down over there. Please, money said no. That got to go. Let's tear that down and build us.
Hey, man, I gotta holler at Flip, man. We had a little bet going for the Knicks versus the Hawks game. I ain't heard from the brother.
He got quiet.
Yeah, he ain't got quiet now. He got quiet now. I gotta holler at Flip.
Pay me in wings.
Yeah, man. Pay me in wings, brother, for real. Pay me in something. Give me something. Give me some crypto. Give me something, brother. Shout out to the Observer Medellin chat. He says, great topic and stream, always encouraging. And that's the whole point of this movement. It's just encouraging brothers, because I used to talk like this with brothers a while ago. Man, Dale, I remember I was on a stream with a pretty popular YouTuber named BGS one time, right? He used to have these late night streams. They'd be going for like 8 hours. And I was in the chat, and I was telling them, I said, hey, man, I see brothers are talking about all the problems of the Black community, and it feels good to, get out the system, man, because as you get older, you start to see all the problems. You start to recognize the issues that the communities that we grew up in, right? We don't own the businesses. The mega church takes too much money out of the community, doesn't bring enough money back in. The super Walmarts, I've seen, a city that I used to love, Lithonia, Georgia, that used to be one of the top tier Black cities. They getting it back together now because they separated themselves from Lithonia. But it used to be like the place to be in Atlanta, right? And it just went downhill from the super Walmart and the mega church and stuff like that. Then you see the boys in the community acting up because they ain't got no pops in the homes. So I understand that it feels good to vent out your frustration, man, because we can do so much better if we fix certain things. But we don't control those things to be fixed, unfortunately, right? So I'm telling brothers, hey, man, we have another solution. Instead of complaining about the women, complaining about the businesses, complaining about, systematic racism, you can kind of open up your options, right? Travel the world, open the businesses. And they talked about me on that panel like a dog, bro. Like a dog, like insulting me and everything. Like I'm running, I'm a coward. And I'm sitting here like, bro, I'm just giving you an option. Damn. Yeah. How am I, being a stepdad is cool. It was all this stuff on the panel. And I was like, yo, all right, fellas, I'm an exit stage left.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you're not required to fix something that's going to be very difficult to fix, man. To fix that stuff, man, it's going to have to be some situations. Let's put it that way.
Listen, man, I tell people like this. You can see what's going on in my household, but you could never change anything in my household because it's my household. And that's the way I look at the U.S. I kind of don't care how hard we fight. It's not our house, bro. They control it, and I don't think there's nothing you can't make me do nothing in my house. It's my house, and it's not our house, bro. They control everything. They control all the resources. They control all the jobs. They control all the real estate. They control all the banking. We can't do anything about it. I encourage people to look other places.
That's a good point, brother. That's a very good point. Let me get this email to this guy real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I shot a cigar commercial a few weeks ago in the DR, man, for some brothers that own a cigar company, man. And that was just very motivating. Like, brothers are making it, bro. Brothers are making connections in Nicaragua, Colombia, leather factories and everything. Brothers are really making it. And that's the whole point of trying to encourage brothers. Like, man, utilize the American credit system, the money system that America has to offer, and then explore elsewhere, man. Just explore elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest with you, man.
All
we
day.
all need a little help, mate. We need us a little woman that got our back. And in the States, that could be a little difficult, man. It could be a little difficult. That's the problem I have with like Dr. Boyce. Like he got his little wife, he got his little bag, and now he just, shitting on black men. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, bro, and a lot of brothers do it like that. But it can be difficult in the States, man, because our women have been taught a bad bag of goods, bro. To be independent, to do your own thing, the individualism. Nah, man, as black men, we got to come together and make this thing happen. Like you were saying before, how do we stop the police from shaking us down out here in Colombia and the DR? We got to come together, man. We got to be an organized unit so they know. When you show that card or they see a T-shirt or something, they say, okay, back up. Because you know who got it like that? The Italians don't get shook down like that out there in DR. Because they connected. You see what I'm saying? The Jews don't get shook down. They know how to shake them down like that. So we got to have the same type of structure. We got to get organized, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the observer Medellin again. He says, BMT, you are on another level because the more you travel, the smarter you become. I appreciate that, brother.
Absolutely, bro. I agree 100%, man. Like I look at things so much differently than the other guys I know that don't really move around.
Man, what? Hey, can you have a long conversation with them?
Nah, because you way over their head. You way over their head in their thinking. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, they think they're small-minded, man. I do want to leave this jewel. I know we're running at about an hour. Fellas, when it comes to like getting involved and getting and investing, don't ever tell yourself like I don't have it, or I gotta build, or I gotta wait. That's one of the biggest downfalls that a person can have, is especially with investing, saying, man, once I save 10 grand, then maybe I'll get into stocks, or I'll get into crypto, or I'll get into real estate, or I'll get into that. Just start. If you got $100, go find something to invest in, because your money needs to make money. And then sometimes we got to have a real conversation with ourselves. Have you ever saved $10,000 in your life? If you haven't, the odds of you doing it now is slim. So, that was one of my biggest drawbacks, is I would say, man, I want to get into real estate, or I want to get into stocks. But once I save 5 grand, right? Once I save 4 grand, then I'll do it. And then the time just goes by 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, right? You never hit that goal. Start today. Start saying, I'm going to take $100 and I'm going to buy some crypto, or I'm going to buy some stocks. They got great stocks. They got great funds that are $25. Just start putting money in consistently is where it is. You do it right now, you just don't realize it because you got a 401k. They told you when you finish this in 40 years, you'll have $1 million. But it's just because they keep taking a little piece out of every check. So start yourself. Start investing right away. Don't have this goal of, let me save up 5 grand. Let me save up 10 grand. Take the 25, 30, 40 bucks you got right now and go on there, set you up a Robinhood account or something, and find you a company that you patronize, and just go buy the stock. And then say, you know what? Every week I'm going to buy a share of this joint.
That's why, that's a good point you make, because I've been trying to explain that to people with some of the guys with Bitcoin. They think you got to actually have 38,000 to buy a whole Bitcoin. I'm like, no, bro. You can buy like a little portion of Bitcoin. You can buy a little portion of Ethereum. You know? But I want to ask you this real quick before you go, man. You do credit services as well. You build business credit up too, right?
Indeed, man. And I've been really wanting to put the fellas on, man. I just got so much on my plate. But yeah, I do business credit, man. You want to learn how to build your business credit? I got a company that'll build it for you. And I'm working on creating a PDF where you can figure out how to do it yourself. It's just tedious. So I tell people to, try to do it yourself, or you can let my company do it for you. But that's the key, man. That's the key. I went in there and my goal was 100 grand. I was like, man, I got to save 100 grand. For like 10 years, I kept fighting that. I never got over like 12. I'm like,
right.
And that's why I looked at it differently. And I said, man, I met a guy at a place, and he's like, oh, we do business credit. And I was like, okay, how this work? And long story short, man, I started taking the money, and we focused on building my credit. And we went there. I went and got 100,000, bro. Went and got $100,000. I went and bought a couple properties. I fixed them joints up. I refinanced. I cashed out, made another 100,000 on it. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I was like, okay, That's the game, man. I think Dean talked about the credit too. Like, that's the beauty of the U.S. They'll loan you money. You know what I mean? So I would tell guys that's trying to get, 50,000, 70, 80, 100,000, make the investment in your credit. If your credit score is low or your balances are high or you got derogatory items, if it's old derogatory items, get with a credit company and just get them taken off. Don't pay that stuff off. Get that crap taken off your credit. It's old. Get rid of it. Everything, bro. I had a bankruptcy. They took a bankruptcy off my credit. So focus on that. Spend your money in that. Then go get that money and leverage it because, one thing we got at our advantage is coming from the hood is we think about the flip, right? When we look at money, we looking at how to get the bag for real. And some of the other privileged people, they don't look at money like that. 10% or something, that's a heck of a return on their money. But so when you go and you tell somebody, hey, I'll give you $70,000 in credit at a 15% interest rate, I ain't worried about that, bro. I'm about to take this and double it. So go leverage their bag, man. Go leverage their bag, flip it, and make some money.
You know what? That's a very valid point because I know a lot of brothers, even myself included, get caught up in trying to stack that 9-to-5 money, which is very difficult if you got an apartment and a car and you got like a little girlfriend or something. You got to think the best way to go about it, man, is either come up with a small business or side hustle to make your money. But in my opinion, man, fixing your credit, getting your credit together, taking out like a small business loan or something like that. And then that's going to give you more freedom, right? It's going to give you more freedom to be able to operate and really do what you want to do out here. Because if you're working 2 jobs, that's not enough time to put the blood and tears into your business, right? So a lot of times, man, you gotta go ahead and get that loan, that starter loan, to get everything situated. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you coming on, man. I told you to come on for like a quick second, but we've been on here a whole hour.
Yeah.
Hey, we chop it up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, brother, be safe out there in the DR, man. Shout out to that BMT
too,
shirt.
Yeah, BMT, man. Y'all day.
Yeah. That's a good point. You be safe too.
Ducking the Molotovs out there.
Hey, man, I be low key out here, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be low key, bro. I be in the house by like 10 o'clock most of the time, man. Everybody still be partying. They be like, "Where you going?" I'm going home.
Home, bro. Before it get
But
crazy.
I take that back. I do have my nights when I'm out there 4 or 5 in the morning too. So it's lit though. But appreciate you coming on the show, brother.
For sure. Get out there and travel, fellas. Tomorrow ain't promised, baby. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Dale, bro. That was good. We chopped it up. He was supposed to come on here for like a quick little second, but we was able to chop it up for a little minute, man. So, brothers, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming on, checking out the show. I'm gonna do another show later on around 4 p.m. With one of my guys, Dennis John Pierre. He traveled all around Brazil. I know from my Brazilian lovers, I know you're gonna like that episode or that interview rather to get some information on Brazil. I miss Brazil, man. I'll be in Brazil hopefully soon. When they open everything back up. So once again, brothers, I appreciate y'all coming on, checking the show out. Let me see. Boom. Okay, yeah, we got everything. So yeah, peace out, brothers. Salute.